here. They'll jump, set, racing. Even start, Chevelle de Varga amongst the first to get out of the machine with Big Batter Boom, and also away quickly is Bruce Almighty going up, and he's going to have a dip for the front, Bruce Almighty about 3/4 to a half Chevelle de Varga. No one really desperate to lead, so Bruce Almighty will get there without a great deal of effort. Back on the inside, Big Batter Boom third, then Ace Command. A bit more speed going on now. Further 2 lengths upper limits outside of Cold Chisel. Starry Heights back in the field, galloping along in the clear. And then He Always, Karamundi, Weapon Sun at the tail end of proceedings. Down the riverside, 900 left to go. And Bruce Almighty pilots the field over Chevelle de Varga. Big Batter Boom running third. Ace Command is up there fourth. Then Cold Chisel down on the inside next in front of upper limits. The favourite midfield, followed in turn by Starry Heights, who's back over on the outside of He Always. Karamundi is next, and still back last of all is Weapon Sun, spotting the pacemaker Bruce Almighty. 7 or 8 lengths head start. Well, they come off the riverside with 450 to go. Bruce Almighty got a cheap mid-race, leads Chevelle de Varga. About a length between them at the top of the home straight. Big Batter Boom immediately coming under pressure. Down the outside, Ace Command, upper limits being tested. Followed further back, Starry Heights, Cold Chisel. Chevelle de Varga hit the front, rolled straight back to the rail. Ace Command is coming on strongly, but Chevelle de Varga in front. Ace Command, Starry Heights is down the outside, but they won't get to Chevelle de Varga. Chevelle de Varga won it from Ace Command, getting right through the middle. Karamundi late from on the outside. Starry Heights, upper limits was really disappointing, and not much can be said for Cold Chisel either. Couple of big flops there, followed home by He Always. Bruce Almighty weakened. Big Batter Boom was gone on the turn, and Weapon Sun was always last. Chevelle de Varga is the winner of the first leg of the quad.
The Celebration of Life Day trophy, Scott.
What else will this quadrilla offer this afternoon? Because the next few legs are really tough. 7 Chevelle de Varga with Lacdale Romilly aboard.
A fair amount of horse underneath him, and this
gets
horse
home.
has always been very, very honest.
Did it from the breeze.
And that's exactly what he was doing.
Has scored from number 10, Ace Command. Third, number 3, Karamundi. Fourth, 2, Starry Heights. In a race marked by some abject failures. Chevelle de Varga by Lap de Vega from Refem for Wally Daly. Romilly for the Merrill Haley stable. $13 pop.
Exactly right.
WAP. Ace Command ran 31. Karamundi 750. In from 1050. The upper limits. It hadn't run since the 16th of December. It had no dash, and Cold Chisel didn't run up to any expectation whatsoever and finished back there in the field. A long head, a short neck of the margins. The time is 1:30.76, but it's win number 10 today from 37 runs for Chevelle de Varga. Home in 35.24. Starry Heights there, despite the big drift, was okay. Grounded out late without really flattering. The next event, the Studco Handicap over 1,200 metres. Michael Poy on to 7, keep attacking. 13 running, no scratchings there as we go down and join Lockie in the yard. Well, the quality looks a tough one here today regardless, and there's one that's got home and a bit of value in the first leg of it.
Thanks, Darren. I'm catching up with winning trainer Merrill Haley now. Merrill, this horse, Chevelle de Varga, he is just so tough. Once he found the position he did, were you always confident that he'd run a race from there?
Yeah, lucky rode him a 12 out of 10 today. It was really good.
He's been in races that has had a fair amount of speed in recent times. Were you pleased to see that, on paper at least, that it looked like he had finally found a softer speed map?
Yeah, absolutely. It just panned out really well today. Like, you take big screen out and horses like that, they really clap it on. He just likes it a tiny bit cheaper than that.
Once he did find the position in which he did outside the lead of Bruce Almighty, were you always happy in which the way he travelled into the corner?
Yeah, absolutely.
From here, he's obviously getting on in age. Does he just progress on in regards to this series, the next one being at a mile in a couple of weeks' time?
Yeah, we'll just have to see what the future brings.
Mystic Jane in race 8, what do you make of her chances?
Yeah, I like her a lot, as long as she sort of gets a nice run from a crap gate.
Congratulations here.
Thank you.
There's Merrill Haley after winning the feature of the day with Cheval de Varga, a horse that she's done a wonderful job with. Scott, as we've touched upon already, he's just such a tough horse, especially when he can settle on speed in the way he did today.
We just know what you're going to get. Lockie, every time he goes to the races, he went back last start. That's not his go, and yet he still wasn't terrible at the back of the field. Today he was able to get to what is pretty much his customary role. The option was there early. He was drawn inside of Bruce Almighty. He could have led if they wanted to, but they were pretty content on letting Bruce Almighty go so that they could find the breeze, and it seems to be that that's where he goes the best from, outside the leader. Top of the home straight, he took Bruce Almighty pretty quickly. Ace Command, to his credit, kept running on really bravely at the bottom end of the weight scale there. Everything else really had their chance to run them down. They were just too tough out in front. 7, 10, 3 and 2. Kuramundi finished off nicely into third, and Starry Heights has run fourth there. He was under the whip turning for home. He was under a lot of pressure just to keep up with Upper Limits, who looked to be travelling better than him, but in the end, I think just the mile's about as short as he wants now, Starry Heights.
Absolutely, he was under a lot of pressure a long way from home, and it wasn't like they appeared to set any records either. It looked like the leaders got it fairly soft out in front, so perhaps Starry Heights hasn't returned in quite as good as order as he once was either. But Lakdar Amoli is just weighing in and is now catching up with Scotty Emery.
I'll grab Lucky because I know that he's got a wonderful association with Cheval de Vega, and he scores again. Lucky, when he finds a race where they can get along at just a moderate tempo, not too quick for him, he's always hard to beat.
Yeah, it was a very good run last time because we drew wide. We had to ride a bit of luck and we got held up. But today it was like really good. I just jumped. I was quite happy with my horse and it's been working good. Re-ride him, track work, and Merrill was quite spot on for this race. And yeah, I just end up front really comfortable and start the leader. Took off around the 600. So mine did a bit of chase but on the bridle, and at the end mine just was a bit too strong.
He's not the easiest horse to ride though. He looks like he wants to wobble around.
Yeah, it does, and especially I have to mention for someone around here, I can't say his name. He's been talking a bit smart with me about this horse, and this one is for him. He will know who he is.
Know who he is. Now, when did you get that haircut?
In the morning.
Pretty sharp for a feature race. Well done, mate.
Thank you.
There's Lakdar Amoli.